Ayo, what's going on, fellas? CGODB. Tonight I'm back with another video. This time nothing Clipper related. This is kind of, a little NBA Finals recap slash mic test because I just got a new microphone, so let me know if it sounds a little bit extra crispy compared to, just talking into my phone, which is what I was doing previously. But we're here to talk about these finals, man, and I honestly think it's been pretty interesting. Um, from a viewership standpoint, I was glad that the Miami Heat didn't make it because I felt like the Heat versus the Warriors kind of it would have had a less flair. Um, because the Heat they're more so of like a grit and grind type of team. Um, the Celtics have like a heavy isolation style offense um and on defense they really lock it down and they have really great paint protection. Um, and their perimeter defense is obviously pretty good too, with the likes of Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, getting their hands dirty on the other end. But yeah, and then the Warriors, you got the Warriors on the flip side, which they're high octane offense, some of the greatest shooters ever, and they got the greatest shooters ever on their squad. So whenever you got Curry on your team, you always got a chance to win it all. So um, it's been interesting to see it all go down. Now I'm gonna recap just game one through game three. Um, game three went down tonight on a Wednesday night as I'm recording this, and man, it was really crazy. I mean, the Celtics they kept the Warriors at arm's reach for most of the game. The Warriors got close towards the end of the third, but they really just took the lid off in the fourth. But let's start with game one though, because game one Curry went absolutely insane in the first quarter. I believe he set a record for three pointers, and he was going insane. The Warriors had all the momentum through basically three quarters, but the fourth quarter, things just things just flipped. Um, towards the middle of the third, towards the fourth, they just ran away with it, and they really dropped the ball on this one. Honestly, it should be 2-1 Warriors right now. Um, But this one may come back to bite them in the ass if this comes down to the wire, which I believe the series will. Um, but you just can't let them go crazy like that, man. You gotta really lock down and hit those, shots when it matters. But um, yeah, I mean, game one was just really crazy because the Warriors had it so much in the bag, the victory, and yeah, the Celtics they just stayed resilient and just absolutely lit them up in the fourth, and it was just an onslaught after that. Um, yeah, that game was really crazy. The Warriors, man, they fumbled the bag on that one. I'll be honest. Game two, Warriors bounced back. I'm gonna keep it a buck too. I watched like the first quarter, and then my ass fell asleep. I'll be honest, and I woke up and the game was over. So I fell into a little cush nap, as Flight would say. So I missed game two, but I seen the highlights and stuff. Poole went crazy. Curry been going crazy all series, by the way. So, but Poole did his thing. Kind of bounced back from the rough game one, but he still has struggled with turnovers mightily this whole series. The Celtics just couldn't get their shot going. I mean, it was just really ugly offensive night for them. Warriors were rolling all cylinders. Draymond was, being an enforcer slash leader out there. Yeah, I mean, we know what it looks like when the Warriors are rolling all cylinders and everyone's got their shot going and catching fire. It's just really nasty. And they could steamroll teams like this. But and then we get to tonight. Tonight. So um I mean from the start the Celtics just came out with more urgency. They got up almost 10 points like right away and they kept them at arm's reach the whole game. Warriors creeped in because in the third quarter, because Curry was going crazy, and Yeah, I mean, in the fourth, they just couldn't hit those couple shots. They're getting the stops to do it, but they just couldn't hit those couple shots to cut it within five, cut it within three, make the game interesting, put the pressure on them. But they were just breaking those shots to cut the lead down. And the Warriors, honestly, they could have won tonight as well, but they just couldn't get it going outside of Curry and stuff. And we're gonna take a look at these stats too and really take a deep dive into it. But um, so far this series though, the Celtics defense has really impressed me. Robert Williams specifically, he's just swatting shit all night down low, and he's really good at challenging your shot if you're trying to drive it into the cup, and he's really good at doing that without fouling too. So props to Robert Williams. They call him the Time Lord, which is a pretty dope nickname. But yeah, I mean he was just doing his thing. Tatum, uh, he had a rough game 1 of the finals, but um, game 3 he did fairly solid tonight. Um, Also too in game 1 he had 13 assists, which is pretty nice. But they're just hitting their shots and stuff. I could have gotten some assists out there, to be honest. The way, uh, I mean, it's not like he set up anything crazy, but overall, though, I mean, when you look at the Celtics team, they're kind of like a light version of the PG Kawhi duo. Um, at least that 2020 year, because you know, Kawhi obviously being Tatum, PG being Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart being like Patrick Beverly, uh, Robert Williams being like a Zoo slash Montrez duo. But yeah, I mean that's the Celtics team relies on heavy isolation basketball, which at times it can play in your benefit, because the Clippers like to play heavy ISO as well and play like a really grit and grind type of, pound the rock type of style and really slow the game down. So the Celtics have a really similar offense to us, having Tatum be the decision maker, like how we put Paul George at point guard essentially, um, or when we let Kawhi take the ball up. So yeah, I mean, um, it's just interesting. Sometimes Tatum can be really sloppy. Um, Marcus Smart can have his off games too, but when they all get it dialing and stuff like tonight, it just looked really good because they're really, really amazing at finishing off fourth quarters too. I'm not gonna lie. That's something the Celtics have impressed me with as well. Let's get into these stats. So, team stats. Um, about the same turnovers per game. Celtics have almost three more blocks than them per game. Warriors got more steals, about four more. Celtics are getting more assists, 23 compared to 28. Celtics are out rebounding them. We expected this because they are a bigger team. Um, Overall, though, both teams shooting about similar. 40% from three from the Warriors and then 43.4 from the Celtics, which I wouldn't have expected the Celtics being better since the Warriors are that's their identity. But let's look at the leading players in the series with the stats. So Curry dropping 31.3 per game. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Curry's been playing really amazing. Um, he's in my top 10 all time. I think he's great. So yeah, Curry's been really efficient this series as well. Jaylen Brown, he's leading. He's second leading in points. Yeah, second leading in points. Um, yeah, so he's the Celtics leader in points. Wow. Kevon Looney, 7.7 boards per game. Really nice. Looney's been having himself a hell of a playoffs. Jaylen Brown, 7.3 boards per game, which is amazing from your wing. Um, Draymond leading 5 assists. Draymond, he's gonna bring you your eight points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds type of game. He's just one of those consistent guys bring the energy. Jason Tatum, 8.3 assists per game, mainly off the first game because he had 13. But yeah, I mean he's been facilitating out there, doing his best, Paul George impression. But Robert Williams, 3.3 blocks per game, so Tonight he went absolutely crazy on the blocks and he was sending everything back. Um, yeah, so he's really been an X factor. So has Jaylen Brown this series. Andrew Wiggins hasn't been like that all-star Wiggins that we saw during the regular season. Um, could definitely help him out more, help out Curry, but uh, for the basic stats though, I mean points per game, Curry leading with 31.3. He's on 48.6% three-point percentage, 48.5% from the field. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I like to see Curry get more assists at 3.7, but a lot of times he's having to come off ball, so that he's not getting trapped right away. So he's doing a lot of his damage off ball, so that's why his assist numbers down. Curry, 5 rebounds too. He rebounds pretty well for a smaller dude. Clay, 17 points per game. I expected more. Honestly, I expected at least 20, bro. This is the playoffs, man. 2.3 assists per game. Hardly getting any rebounds, but 32% from the field, which isn't great at all. Um, Field goal percentage, 34% from the field. So Clay, you are absolutely, bro. You need to get your head out of your ass and come on, bro. Andrew Wiggins too, 16.3 points per game, bro. You need a, which is solid for Wiggins, bro. But you're like a former, like what, number one, number two overall pick, bro. Like, come on, bro. You made the All Star team this year, bro. Like, step up, please. 6 rebounds is nice from you, but come on, man. 31% from three, 44% from field. Just gotta do better, Wiggins. Poole has really disappointed me. 12 points. Um, the leading in turnovers to 3.3 for this team. Only 2.3 boards, 2.7 assists. Poole's been shooting 41% from the field, 39% from three. So he hasn't been shooting too bad. He just hasn't been taking a lot of shots, and he's been turning the ball over quite a bit. So Curry's been kind of cutting his minutes down to about around 22 per game. So um, Kevon Looney, 7.3 boards, 7.7 rebounds, being efficient as well. We expect those things from Looney. Otto Porter, who cares? Draymond Green, um, he's putting up 5 points per game, 0.7 blocks, turn the ball over twice per game, 5 assists, which is nice, 6.7 rebounds, which is solid as well. But um, Draymond hasn't hit a three shot. He hasn't hit a three-pointer yet. Shooting 26% from the field. He definitely needs to be more efficient, man. But we all know he's not there for his offense, so can't get on him too much. But Draymond Green, oh yeah, I just did him. GP2, um, 4.5 points per game. He just came back. Uh, so yeah, he just came back for game two and three. Yeah, I mean Gary Payne. I mean he's one of those guys. His numbers don't really show up on the stat sheet. His impact, but now let's get to the Celtics. Okay, Jaylen Brown, leading scorer, so right above Tatum. Um, Shooting not as efficient from three as Tatum, but he's shooting better from the field. So I kind of flip flop on that end. Jason Tatum not shooting great from the field overall, but I mean he's doing his damage on other ends too. He's putting up his not getting that much assists, or actually no, not getting that much turnovers compared to Tatum's assists. Jaylen Brown 4.3 assists is nice as well, but overall, I mean when you look at the scoring load, it's just really, really balanced. And Derek White has honestly been outplaying. He's been outplaying Jordan Poole. Me off guard this series. I didn't expect that. Um, Marcus Smart, he's been scoring pretty nicely as well. 41% from three, which is solid. Um, Field goal percentage 47. So Smart's he's had himself a pretty good series so far. Al Horford has had himself amazing playoffs. Um,
Yeah, I mean, the X factors to me, honestly, the Celtics X factors have been Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Robert Williams. Those are my three X factors because um, Jaylen Brown, he's just been all around amazing, just been doing his thing. Um, really showing that, finals experience isn't everything. And I kind of put a lot of stock into that. I'll be honest, I still ride in with the Warriors to win the series, but um, the Celtics they've been impressive. I won't lie. Um, when we played them in the regular season, especially the game where Boston went crazy and beat them by himself, um, the Celtics didn't impress me, man. I didn't see them as a finals team, but I mean they've kind of put their money where their mouth is and done their thing. So shout out to them. Um, yeah, I mean Robert Williams 6 points, 6 rebounds, can definitely get his rebounds up, but 3.3 blocks per game. He's been amazing on that end. Um, yeah, though. Overall, overall though, for Game 4, I hope the Warriors tie it up at 2 apiece because I do not want to see it go down 3-1 because when you're down 3-1, it's essentially wraps. Um, but yeah, I want to see them win the next game and see, this add some suspense to the series, man. I want it to go 6 or 7. I want the Warriors to win. Let me know who you guys want to win, though. Game 4, I got the Warriors. I got the Warriors winning it, and then um, they take it back to the Bay after that. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the recap. Just really quick. Not really breaking it down too much, but just giving a quick dive into the stats and stuff, and just basically just breaking down what I liked and what I saw. But yeah, take it easy, guys. CGODB signing out. Peace.